How's that?
Not bad. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know why, but it looks like you're in like a survival video or something.
Guys, I can't. Day one. This is the Lurps. We're gonna be talking about
Stupid things, a bunch of random things, a lot of things, too many things that you want to thing.
what a dooski. It's day one on the Lurps channel. This is our current first podcast. It's gonna be a little short. My name is Shell, 6'4", 370, 380 on a good day. Currently going through a weight loss journey. So as we go through these podcasts, hopefully you'll notice some changes here with some physical stature action. And hopefully my vocabulary isn't as brain rottish when we get down there. And then my likes. I like anime. I like books. I like learning things. And I like... embarking on imaginational vast serenities.
Okay. Shut up. My name's Millenn. I'm 6 foot, 215 pounds. I'm currently on a weight gaining journey, and we're gonna see how big we get. The end. Okay, so I guess why do you want to go on a weight loss journey?
I'm fat. 380 is a little hello there. Okay? It's very evident that I'm not getting any pull with the ladies, which is not my intention, but it'd be nice, you know. But mostly just for me. 380, you know, it's time to lock in. Luckily, I'm 6'4", so it doesn't look crazy, but it's, you know, I take off my shirt, you're just like, oh shit, he's earned a couple of stripes, couple of stretch marks there. Yeah. What about you? Why are you trying to gain weight? You're fat enough already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hurry up. Now.
So I'm on a weight gain journey because I feel as if I've always been small my entire life. And so I kind of just want to break the mold and see how far I can take it.
Fair. Nice.
Yeah. And I'm 6 foot, so 215 pounds on me is like, it ain't well. I'm a little pudgy, but I can definitely hold my own.
Right.
I can't say that I look bad, but I don't look good.
You look decent.
Decent. That's just what it is. Yeah.
What do you want me to stay here and call you handsome? Huh?
Shh.
My bad. This is a little startup to the Lurps channel. There's a lot of Lurps.
There's a lot of Lurps.
If you don't know what a Lurp is, it's kind of like a Lurpy guy. There's your definition.
It's a Lurpy guy.
A Lurp is a Lurpy guy. Thank you. But I remember being called that back in junior high, a Lurp, and I remember it was because I did something very unathletic, so I just assumed that's what it was, and that's just carried. I carried that, you know, forever. And I got a whole bunch of friends that are Lurp, so well, hopefully we'll get them onto the channel and we'll get some cool things going on here. Why are we starting a podcast?
Why are we starting a podcast? Because the reason why I want to do it, it's honestly not for fame. It's not for it's not for money. It's mainly for people who can relate to us. And, you know, I want other people to have this kind of space. Just know that there's other people out in the world that are like you, and, you know, we can all just be friends. And it's also a podcast to it's for one day maybe our kids are going to see this.
That'd be dope.
And then they're going to see how we act and how we come up in the world, and just learn from us and from the people we hang out with, and how the environment and our friends shaped us for who we are.
It's kind of nerve-wracking when you put it like that. just thinking, dang, my kids and future generations will see how their father, grandfather.
Yeah, I mean, the internet's never going to go away, and there's always going to be a digital footprint. So
When you say it like that, you almost want to be perfect, but like, that's, you know what I mean. But just being yourself, that's perfect.
that's perfect.
In and of itself. Yeah, that's dope. I guess when it comes to relating to people, especially us, or just like where our kind of day to day is just like work, weekend comes, and you almost waste the weekend away. But by brain rot or video games, you're just not really doing anything.
Yeah.
So if that's one of you guys watching this, hey, we're in the same boat here. We're trying to lock in, trying to reach out, to all our fellow Lurps, because that is exactly what you are, and it's okay. There's a lot of us out here. But yeah, our whole thing here is just to talk crap and kind of grow as as Lurps, as people, as men.
It's open.
It's open.
It doesn't only have to be men. I mean, women are welcome here too. Yeah.
I'm not. Oh, hold on. I love the women. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I would relate more to.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
They know what I mean.
We're and the way that I see it, I would think that we are also inviting women to see the perspective of men.
Yeah, that's true.
And how just how we think, how we act, how we are around friends. This is
us.
This is us.
And I wouldn't say a lot of men.
Not a lot, no. There's just some.
Or rather, guys. I wouldn't know about men. Would you consider yourself a man?
No, I'm far from it.
Not yet. But that's kind of the goal here. So we're just a bunch of guys trying to figure out this life thing. Hopefully you're listening and you enjoy.
We should have mentioned that we're. They're gonna ask about that.
Huh?
They're definitely gonna ask about that.
Oh, true.
Like, are you a WWE fan? Do you like Roman Reigns?
We are not WWE. We are. But you see the Ulafalos back there.
I guess I got the shirt on too.
We are actually Samoan. We're Americans of Samoan descent.
Yeah.
Half. Mother is Samoan. This is my brother, by the way. Full
Yes.
brother. Half Samoan, half white, American, or half white American, right?
Half white American?
No, we're half white, but the white being American.
Yeah, I mean, I could go into specifics, but yeah.
Yeah, dad's American, right?
Yeah, yeah, he's born here, typically, farm boy.
My mom's from Samoa, making us Samoan.
Yeah.
You understand? Okay, and so that'll explain the background there and my brother's shirt. Dope, sweet, awesome, got it.
Cool.
That's what we are. Very proud of it too. We love
Yeah.
being someone. The food is delicious.
I would say that the Lurps are the type of people that you would, how do I describe this? Almost like outcasts.
Fair.
Yeah. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about.
Come now, freak.
The Lurps is that's what I was bringing it to. Is that in high school we had these groups. There's a bunch of different groups. And I would say that we are a fair share of like. I would say that we dabbled into almost everything, all the different groups, and that made us into an outcast group.
Our own
Our
society.
own, yeah. We had a good grip on like every clique almost. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was fairly cool. I was cool with everyone, honestly.
Exactly,
in high
yeah.
school. I wouldn't say I was a loner, but like I definitely didn't really get along. You know what I mean? Because
Sure, yeah.
Just and the whole being half white, being mixed. Like you try to hang out with Polynesians, as in our specific case, you don't really fit in a way. You like the jokes you can jump in on, and like those are your brothers and stuff. But like, it's because of our skin complexion. Like, oh, that dude white, bro. Like, oh shit, no. Like, and then you go hang out with the white people, and you're just like, this is weird. To me, personally.
Yeah.
Because we grew up more. I would say I grew up definitely more Samoan.
Yeah.
Than I did white. And then and just like just the American humor.
Well, you did have Ashton.
Ashton's different.
Ashton's I think what is Ashton?
He's a freak.
He's a freak. He's a Lurp.
He's definitely a Lurp. Lurps, they get along. They understand the complexities, right?
You sound like a monkey.
Does a monkey do that? To further break down the explanation of a Lurp, this is the whole premise of this channel. A Lurp, in technicalities, is an unathletic or uncoordinated person, physically, or they're a little slow. They can't read as fast. They can't type as fast. They can't do things as fast. Right? But they got a killer personality. And that's unathletic, uncoordinated, ultimate person. That's basically what a Lurp is. And in specifics, that's what that is. Thank you. There you go. That'll be our first video. Hope you guys enjoy.
Shut up.
Space in the top right there. Judas Priest. Holy smokes. That's a cool little thing we could do.
Shitty! Ah! Exactly. Now see what it looks like. That looks better. Dude, you look wall-eyed.
'Twas the night before Halloween.
Ew. America, America, God shed his grace on me.
We're not going to do none of that redneck stuff on here, okay?